In today's video, I will be guiding you through the fundamental process of creating a product listing or adding a new product on Amazon. Whether you are a seasoned seller or just starting out, mastering these steps is a key to your Amazon journey's success. I will guide you through each step from entering your product details to optimizing your listing for better visibility and sales. First, you will need to sign up for an Amazon seller account. Simply head over to sell.amazon.com and sign up for your Amazon seller account. Once you've set up your seller account, log in and navigate to Amazon Seller Central. This will be your control hub where you will manage all aspects of your Amazon business. If you haven't signed up yet and need guidance on how to do this, check out my video for step-by-step on how to set up an Amazon Seller Central account before you watch this video. Next, look at the upper left corner of the Seller Central dashboard. You will see these three lines. Click on it to open. In the menu, go to the catalog section and then select Add Products. If the product you want to list is already being sold on Amazon, you can type in the product name, UPC, EAN, ISBN, or ASIN into the search bar. Amazon will pull up any existing listing that match your search. But if your product is unique or not currently being sold on Amazon, just below the search bar, click on I'm adding a product not sold on Amazon. This will allow you to create a completely new listing from scratch. Next step is choosing the right category for your product. It is very important, and here is how you can do it. There are a lot of categories to choose from appliances to baby products, beauty and personal care, books, electronics, and so much more. That's why it is important to select the one that really best fits your product. Start by browsing through the available categories and subcategories and pick the one seems most appropriate for your item. If you're unsure about the category, don't worry. You can use Amazon's search feature to look up your product. Amazon will provide category suggestions based on your search. Review these suggestions and choose the one that best matches your product. Still not sure of what your product should be categorized on? No problem. A handy trick is to find similar products that are already being sold on Amazon, check out their listing and see which categories they fall under. This can give you a good indication of where your product belongs. By carefully choosing the right category, you ensure that your product reaches the right audience, making it easier for customers to find it. So the first section on creating your product listing on Amazon is product identity. First up, you will need to specify if your product has variations. Variations could be different color sizes, flavors, or other attributes. If your product comes in variations, select yes and provide the details for each variation. And if not, you can simply select no. If you're interested in offering multiple variations of your product in the future, you can always go back to your listing and change this option. Next, you will need to enter an external product ID. You will choose from options like EAN, GTIN, UPC, or ASIN. The most common choice is the UPC, which stands for Universal Product Code. It is the barcode you see on products that get scanned at various retailers like Walmart, Target, and many other stores. If you don't have a UPC yet, you will need to visit gs1.org and purchase a barcode. Actually, before you had to buy a bundle of 10 barcodes for around $250, but now you have the option to buy just one for $30. It's really recommended to invest in a legitimate barcode rather than opting for cheaper alternatives. If you are thinking of doing a cheaper alternative, I recommend that you do not do that. You can just imagine the complications, all the headaches that could happen if you use unauthorized codes. So opening a $30 for an authentic barcode from gs1.org is a really wise decision. In some cases, your product may not require an external product ID. If that applies to you, check the box labeled I don't have a product ID. Next up is the item name. It is actually the title of your Amazon listing, and it's one of the most important parts of your product listing. Make sure it's clear, descriptive, and contains relative keywords to help your product be found by potential customers. When customers shop on Amazon, they typically start by searching for what they need. Amazon then displays products at the top of the search results that it believes are most relevant to that search. However, Amazon can only work with the information you provide. That's why crafting an effective title is really important. It's how you tell Amazon what your product is and which searches it should be associated with. So, investing time and effort into creating a clear and compelling title can significantly impact your product's visibility and sales and your success on the platform. Just a quick tip to effectively make your product easily seen by customers is by incorporating relative search phrases into your title. By understanding what potential customers are searching for, you can tailor your title to include those keywords. This not only helps Amazon match your product to relevant searches, but also increases the likelihood of your product appearing at the top of the search results. So, conducting keyword research to identify popular search phrases and integrating them strategically into your title can improve your product's visibility and attract more potential buyers. I will share with you a tip on how to conduct research on keywords you need to input into your title, so stay tuned. Your ultimate aim when selling on Amazon is to secure a good position at the top of the search results for the terms your potential customers are actively searching for. Amazon prioritizes products that it deems most relevant to a user's search, and those products typically receive the majority of sales. So optimizing your product listing to rank highly in search results is key to maximizing your sales potential on Amazon. Check out this graph I've got. It shows how sales change depending on where products rank in search results. See how the top product gets the bulk of the sales, followed by the second, third, and so on. It is not just linear progression with each setup. The ranking brings more sales power. So the higher your product climbs in those search results, the more sales you're going to get. Next up is the brand name. If your product doesn't have a brand name, you can check the box below that says this product does not have a brand name. However, if your product doesn't have a brand name, you will need to go through the brand registry process. This process ensures that you own the brand, and it involves filing for a trademark. This step is important to protect your brand and enhance your credibility on Amazon. Once you're done, just click Continue. Keep watching as we move on to the next steps in creating a successful product listing on Amazon. By the way, if you're new to my channel, my name is Kamil Jammaliye. I've been selling on Amazon for over a year now, and through my experience, I've learned a lot about creating effective product listings. Whether you are a newbie or looking to optimize your current listings, I've got some valuable tips and insights to share. If you're finding this information useful so far, be sure to like and subscribe to stay updated on future updates. The next section is vital info. First up, manufacturer. Here you can put almost whatever you want, whether it's your own brand name or your third-party manufacturer. Each unit count. Specify the number of units present in your product. For example, if it's 1 jar, simply input 1. Is the product expirable? Select yes or no. If your product is expirable, of course select yes, and you need to put the expiration date on your product. Country region of origin. You must indicate the country of region where your product originates from. For instance, you might enter United States. Keep it simple by entering 1 for the unit count. Unit count type. This will be based on your product specifications. You can choose different units such as ounces, liters, depending on your product type. Next, does the product contain liquid? Select yes or no accordingly. Is the item heat sensitive? Indicate whether the item is sensitive to heat by selecting yes or no. Form factor. Choose the appropriate form factor for your product, such as standalone plastic or upholstered. Is package level orderable? This basically means, is this something that people can order? So remember, all this information strictly depends on the type of product you're planning to sell on Amazon. So when you're filing in the details, make sure you tailor everything according to your specific product. If you're feeling a bit puzzled and need more details, just click on the question mark symbol next to any of these items. That will give you all the extra information you need to clear up any confusion. Once you're done, just click on Save and Finish. Moving on to third section, which is Offer. First up is Contribution, SKU, or Stock Keeping Unit. This is a unique identifier for your product. You can create your own SKU or leave it blank, and Amazon will generate one for you. Next is your price. Pricing your product appropriately is key. Consider setting a price that's at least 3 times higher than it cost you. Also, a good tip is to reach competitive rates and aim for a premium price point that reflects the value of your product. As a buyer, there is a diverse range of behavior when it comes to purchasing decisions. Some people are drawn to the cheapest option available, while others prefer to purchase higher priced products, believing they offer better or premium quality. Then there are buyers who prioritize reviews and product quality over price. They're willing to pay a fair price for a product that meets their needs and has positive feedback from other buyers. Understanding these different buyer preferences can help you in your pricing strategy and marketing efforts. Next is quantity. Specify the quantity of products you have available for sale. This is relevant for merchant fulfilling listing. I'll be talking about this in just a second. Offer condition type. Choose the appropriate condition type for your product, such as new, used, rental, renewed, or refurbished. For most listing, new is the standard condition. Now onto the fulfillment channel. Decide how you want to fulfill your orders. There are actually 2 options. When you opt for merchant fulfilled, commonly referred to as FBM, fulfilled by merchant, it means you're taking on the responsibility of fulfilling orders yourself. Here's how it works. Whenever you receive an order on Amazon, you will receive a notification. Then you're gonna need to print out the shipping label, carefully package your product, affix the label, and ship it out to the customer. While this method offers more control, it also requires more time and effort on your part. That's why, to be honest, I don't really recommend this approach. Alternatively, there is the FBA or Fulfilled by Amazon option, which I typically recommend. With FBA, you send a certain number of product units to an Amazon warehouse. Then, when an order comes in, Amazon takes care of everything. They pick, pack, and ship the item to the customer on your behalf. This option not only saves you a significant amount of time, but also money, because Amazon offers lower fulfillment rates compared to other shipping options. Moreover, option for FBA can give your sales a significant boost, because when you choose this option, a little Prime badge is added to your product listing. This badge means that all Prime members can enjoy a fast and free shipping, making your product more attractive to potential buyers. For your information, Prime customers hold significant purchasing power, and Amazon prioritizes Prime-eligible products by placing them at the top of search results, which can lead to more sales. With over 150 million Prime members in the United States alone, the demand for Prime-eligible products is really a thing. Therefore, if you're aiming to establish a passive income source through Amazon, choosing FBA is highly recommended. Now let's move on to the images section. In my opinion, the product images and bullet points are the most crucial part of your listing. When someone searches for a product, the first thing they see are the main images, the title and the price, and the number of reviews. The main image is probably the most important element though. If you can capture people's attention with your main image, they're much more likely to click on your product. And once they click, they're more likely to make a purchase. So it's essential to have the perfect main image. To achieve this, make sure your main image stands out in the search results and accurately represents what people are searching for. Focus on the text, color, and overall design of your product. The goal is to make your product visually appealing that catches buyers' attention. For the main image, you will want to showcase your product packaging clearly. To upload your main image, click on the Upload button and select the desired image. Make sure there is minimal white space around your product so it appears larger in the search results. Besides your main images, you can also upload up to 8 more images. However, if you are thinking of including a video with your images, Amazon will allow you to insert a video only if you have 6 images or less. Make use of this feature as Amazon buyers can't physically inspect your product. These images are their only way to understand what it's like to own your product. Use this to highlight different angles, features, and benefits of your product to convince buyers to choose your product over the competition. For additional images, consider using a graph or chart to demonstrate how your product outperforms competitors. Keep in mind that Amazon has specific image guidelines. Your main image must have a white background and should be at least 1000 by 1000 pixels. The preferred image format is JPEG, but TIFF or GIF files are also acceptable. Once you've uploaded your main image and additional images, move on to the description section to add bullet points for your product. Bullet points are important for persuading customers to buy your product. They also provide an opportunity to include keywords that people search for on Amazon. Just as with the title, incorporating relevant keywords in your bullet points can improve your product's ranking in search results. Make your bullet points clear, concise, and packed with valuable information that highlights the key features and benefits of your product. It is important to know how to create the perfect optimized title and bullet points for your listing. Remember, Amazon is just like a search engine. The thing is, you're gonna want your product to be shown on those search results, so maximize the opportunity to use appropriate keywords for your product. First, you need to identify the phrases people are searching for on Amazon that matches your product. Think about words or phrases that when searched would make someone see your product and would want to buy it. Then include these keywords in your title and bullet points to improve your product's visibility. Here's a tip on how to identify the words people are searching for and determine which of these phrases to include in your title and bullet points. The tool you're gonna need for this process is Helium 10. If you're selling a product on Amazon, Helium 10 can help you discover the best search terms and keywords to target. By using Helium 10, you can optimize your title and bullet points, making your product more visible in search results and ultimately boosting your sales. Check out the link in the description for a discount code to get started with Helium 10. Once you've signed up for Helium 10, you will have access to 2 powerful tools that will help you not only identify the best keywords to target, there is also the Magnet and Cerebro tool. To use Magnet, simply type in the terms you think people might use to search for your product on Amazon. Helium 10 will then show you how many people search for these terms each month. These keywords are exactly what you want to include in your title and bullet points to maximize your product's visibility and sales. By using these, you can optimize your listing and attract more potential buyers. A huge mistake that new sellers often make when writing their bullet points is failing to highlight the benefit of their product. It is not enough to just list features. You need to clearly explain how those features would benefit the buyer. By focusing on the advantages your product offers, you can better persuade potential buyers and increase your chances of making a sale. Once you have your bullet points ready, paste them in here and click Add More to input the next bullet point. Just repeat this process for all 5 bullet points. After completing your bullet points, Amazon will ask if there is any mandatory cautionary statements applicable to your product. Review the provided example to see if any apply. If none do, click No Warning Applicable before clicking Save and Finish. This ensures that your product listing is complete and compliant with Amazon's guidelines. But wait, before clicking on Save and Finish, there are actually more hidden options available. To access these, click on All Attributes. You don't actually have to fill out all the attributes, but there is actually some tricks here to make your product more visible. One of these is the product description. Although it is optional, it is another opportunity for you to convince people why they should purchase your product. This description can provide additional context and persuasion for potential buyers. So make it count, and you will find your listing will convert more sales. You can also take advantage of the adding a sale price for your product. Another important hidden feature is offer start date. You should be careful on choosing when your product will be available for sale. If you're planning to sell a product in the future, avoid releasing it too soon. Without selecting an offer start date, your product becomes available for sale as soon as your listing is approved. This is not good because you want to maximize your sales from day one on Amazon. This can give the impression that your product has no sales history when it first becomes available, potentially affecting its perceived popularity and sales performance, affecting the Amazon algorithms, unfortunately, putting you down the list in the search results. Next, the keyword section is also a hidden feature that many overlook. By adding keywords here, you are telling Amazon precisely which search results are relevant to your product. And when it comes to identifying the right keywords, as I mentioned before, Helium 10 is your go-to tool. It helps you pinpoint the keywords you should be targeting. And as a result, your product stands a much better chance of attracting more sales and popping up at more search results. So don't underestimate the power of keywords and the value of Helium 10. Helium 10 can maximize your product's success on Amazon. Another thing to keep in mind when selling on Amazon is building up your audience. Remember that promotions and basically generating excitement to your potential buyers is very important, because you want to ensure that when you launch your product, you get as many sales as possible on the first day. By using promotions for your product before its launch, you can attract more attention and increase the likelihood of a successful launch. You could use social media, email marketing, and other promotional tactics to help you reach potential customers and build excitement for your product's release. Remember, success on Amazon doesn't happen overnight. It requires careful planning, strategic optimization, and ongoing effort to build and maintain visibility and sales. By following the tips and strategies we've discussed today, you will be well equipped to navigate the Amazon marketplace and maximize your potential of your product. Thank you for joining me today, and best of luck with your Amazon journey. Comment down below if you have any questions, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Remember, keep learning and stay passionate.